This is a CBS 4 News update.
Good morning, I'm Bianca Peters. A new chapter in the race for governor. Both candidates now have running mates who they hope will help them win the ticket to the governor's mansion in the general election. Last night in Little Havana, Republican nominee Ron DeSantis made an appearance with his pick, Miami State Representative Jeanette Nunez. Despite being endorsed by President Trump, DeSantis chose a lieutenant governor who has previously called the president a con man. Nunez, who has been in the Florida House for 8 years, says she's moved on from her previous opinions and looks forward to working with Ron DeSantis. And earlier in the day, Democratic nominee Andrew Gillum appeared on Facebook Live with his running mate Chris King and their wives. Both King and Gillum became friends while campaigning across Florida for governor. Though King came in last place, King, a far-left progressive, is an entrepreneur who has made millions building affordable housing. Gillum says the two believe that common sense, optimism, and inspiration will win the race. And now to a CBS 4 News exclusive. 800 gallons of diesel fuel is stolen from a Southwest Miami-Dade company. The manager of that company wants you to study this man's face. She says he's in his late 20s or early 30s and was one of 3 men captured on camera early in the morning of August 17th at the 123 pesticide and fertilizer business near Bird Road and Southwest 72nd Ave. They cut through a fence and drove in with a pickup truck and used pumps to siphon off the fuel. They stole equipment and even a camera. Surveillance tapes show that they were at the company for 2 hours. The manager hopes that they'll be caught.
It would mean a lot because of the fact that I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones going through this, and what we want is to put a stop to it, because if it happens one, who's to say it's not going to happen again?
Lopez tells us the total loss is about $5,000. If you can help Miami-Dade police find them, call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. And the world is fondly remembering Burt Reynolds. The legendary movie and TV star died Thursday at a hospital in Palm Beach County. Last night at Reynolds' home in Hobie Sound, several people stopped by to pay their respects. Some placed flowers near the front gate. He was rushed to the hospital around 1 in the afternoon when he went to cardiac arrest. The 82-year-old had an incredible acting career, starring in films like Smokey and the Bandit, Deliverance, The Longest Yard, and on television in the CBS program Evening Shade. And before all that, Reynolds played football at Florida State. The Seminoles tweeted an image of him as a player saying, "Simply rest in peace, Burt."
Now, CBS 4 weather with meteorologist Lisette Gonzalez.
Good morning, South Florida. We have had our fair share of showers and storms so far today. Roads are slick in spots, and we have some more rain headed towards Broward County. You can see it from our Fort Lauderdale camera. You're currently in the upper 70s, 75 in Miami, 81 in Key West. And as we check it on the radar, it is active for some areas. So, yeah, we're seeing a little green, some wet weather beginning to stream in across coastal Broward County, headed into Lauderdale by the Sea, Wilton Manors, Port Everglades. Also, the rain is falling in Key Biscayne and through parts of Westchester, Doral, and Homestead, and parts of the Keys, as we have this upper level low that is bringing some moisture and keeping our atmosphere unsettled throughout the day today. So again, on and off again, we'll see some storms at times. Won't be a complete washout. Winds fairly light. You can see a Miami calm elsewhere out of the southeast, and we're tracking Tropical Storm Florence moving to the west at 7 miles an hour. It is forecast to regain strength, become a Category 1 as we head into the weekend. On Saturday, Sunday could be a Category 2. In fact, by early next week, will likely re-intensify to a major Category 3 hurricane again. And right now, the National Hurricane Center forecast cone is to the south of Bermuda, but a little too close for comfort. So the center of Florence could be moving to the south, but that doesn't mean we're not going to see the impacts. In fact, it's still too soon to say what, if any, impacts we'll see from Florence on the East Coast, and that's why everyone needs to remain vigilant and prepared. So for us here in South Florida, we have to closely monitor these two disturbances in the eastern Atlantic. The first of which, as you can see, the models are showing could be headed towards the Lesser Antilles by late next week. However, some models are steering it a little bit more to the central Atlantic or possibly towards the northwest. So certainly one we'll be watching. In the meantime, you want to get ready for your weekend by keeping the umbrella close today. The upper 80s, and we'll see some showers from time to time into your Saturday and Sunday. Lows in the upper 70s, highs in the low 90s, feeling like the triple digits due to the high humidity, and expect the potential for scattered storms into early next week. Bianca.
Thank you, Lisette. Well, that is all the news for now. You can always find us on CBSMiami.com and tune in to CBS 4 News at 5, 6, 7, and 11 for all of today's important headlines.